playing. And
this is his first offline event, I believe.
Yeah, and I was going to say, like, if he sits next to someone, the person is not small. It's just Schkrimps being like.
Schkrimps is a giant.
He's a giant.
He's like 6 foot something.
Oh,
we're
and
getting into the match right here.
This is going to be nice. A Helix versus Byte Barq. This is not something that we see often. Something that we do see often, though, is the Tri-Blast. It's one of the probably, if not the strongest arm right now, it's one of the strongest arms.
It's powerful, it's fast, it's hard to punish, it's a fantastic arm to choose, and you can confirm rushes off of it. I don't know if we're going to see it at all during this match, but it is possible.
Yeah, and it's also, like, as we said before, just getting pressed up.
That was violent.
Yeah. This just limits the mobility options for a lot of characters, and that's something that, like, you know, mobility is not something that either of these characters have a lot of. You know, Byte Barq does have the jump when he jumps on his dog here, the Bark, but just in terms of dashing, it's not really something that he has, you know?
And both players kind of staying in place. Byte Barq, very vertical. Schkrimps we see using power mode and Helix raining down Tri-Blast over and over and over again.
Ooh, the rush cancel. All right, this was really good from Schkrimps here. So he just completely removed the rush from Tuturoopa and has one of his own now. So if he can land this rush, and he probably should do that really soon. Yeah. Oh, he gets canceled again.
Out.
Okay, both of these players canceling each other.
You see the explosive element, like, is useful for a variety of things. Denying rush is included. If you try and deflect with the rush, that explosion is going to knock you right out of your rush.
Yeah, and like thinking about it, this is actually the first time I see the Kaplammer on a Byte Barq, I think.
Tuturoopa is famous for this combo.
Oh, this is awesome. All right. Okay, I don't think Schkrimps has enough time to bring this back right now, so it's just about if he can make Tuturoopa use the rush, but he's not going to be able to.
Yeah, no need to use a rush. As soon as we hit 15 seconds or so, I think Tuturoopa knew he had that round and didn't need to play any kind of unsafe play.
Yeah, and smart play here from Schkrimps. Recognizing that his setup wasn't really working, the clapback wasn't doing a lot for him, so he decided to switch to the fun shock on both arms here. And you know, that's a solid arm too. Like it's one of the arms that has like 2 states, you know. Oh, and he's just gonna sidestep most of that rush.
Only takes 50 damage. That is something you want to take when someone rushes.
Yeah, definitely. I think with the Kaplammer you can easily go up to like 400. Oh, the first successful rush here, 290.
Tuturoopa getting a bit greedy with that Tri-Blast at the end there.
Yeah, and as I was saying with the Fun Shock, it's a really great arm to actually just swipe away those Tri-Blasts, because it's like, you know, being a mid-weight arm against a lightweight arm, and just the fanning shape that the Fun Shock does, it just works great against it.
Yeah, this is a very impressive loadout to deal with, and something really important to note is the rush gain. Schkrimps already has rush again.
Yeah. And I think, like, ideally Tuturoopa probably wants to get closer here, but, you know, Schkrimps is not really allowing him with these Fun Shocks. Oh, he throws out an arm as soon as the rush comes out. Doesn't get the full damage, though, so Schkrimps is still in this. And I think Schkrimps could kill with this rush, actually.
But with 20 seconds left on the clock, I think Schkrimps just might opt. No, he's going to use it to take the round right there.
Yeah, nice recognizing that Tuturoopa was on his way down and just going for the, you know, the punish on the end lag of the jumps. It's a really big thing in ARMS, just recognizing when someone is like just about to land. That's where they're like, most of the characters are the most vulnerable at that stage.
I mentioned earlier that Tuturoopa likes to jump on Byte, which is the dog. But no,
yeah.
Barq is the dog, my bad.
Yeah.
And he's using Birdchuck now, which when thrown in the air is very fast and homes in. So that might really help him out, because that Tri-Blast was not getting through these Fun Chucks at all.
Yeah, and this switch up from Schkrimps is really working. You know, Tuturoopa has switched to the Birdchuck, which if you're new to ARMS, maybe you're a Smash player, you're wondering what the hell is going on here. The Fun Chuck has a stun element, and the Birdchuck has a freeze element. So if Tuturoopa hits with a freeze, then he can lock Schkrimps basically pretty much in place, and you can go for that 50-50, like are you going to get grabbed, are you going to get Ice Chained again? So far he hasn't been able to get any freezes in, though.
Yeah, the thing about Helix is, any character, when they're in the air, they can't be frozen. They just get knocked down to the ground.
Oh, and there we see it. Like, you saw Tuturoopa was trying to get away from that rush, but the dashes from Byte Barq is just so slow and tiny, so he wasn't even able to get away from that. Yeah. It's such a hard character to play, but Tuturoopa is making an effort right there. Does get rush cancelled again, though. I think we've seen like 4 or 5 this. Yeah.
No, Schkrimps just takes it right there. Those Fun Chucks really doing work for him.
Yeah. both players, you know, being kind to each other. No like popping off. No disrespect between any here. I think you know, both of these players just. I think everyone's just happy to be here and play against each other at this point. I know we're still in pools, but it's like actually every match really matters now when I think about it.
Yeah, if you drop a game, you're already in danger of not making top 2. Like pools are so stacked. Like there is no easy pool here.
No.
So if you drop 2 games, you might already not be making it out.
No, and that's something that we saw a lot in Default's tournament yesterday. That like some players when they lost that first game, that could like tilt you for the rest of the pool, like the round robin pool.
You might be thinking, I have to play absolutely perfectly here. I can't make any mistakes, and like your mindset is no longer the same.
Yeah, it just snowballs out from there. Okay, the next stage is going to be the home turf for Byte and Barq. It's the Buster Beach.
I don't think this gives either player any real advantage because both are zoners, and the long hallway shape of Buster Beach can really help both of them.
Yeah, I think both of these players are going to be like comfortable with this. Oh my God! Okay, this is going to be like a double.
Quadruple the fun.
Yeah, yeah. This is excellent. Now this is probably one of the favorite stages, I would say, or favored stages for both of these players and characters. So
Buster Beach in general is a fan favorite because there aren't too many stage shenanigans, and you can zone and be aggressive on it.
yeah, and it has this. So the shape of Buster Beach is that it has this like little drop off, like a slope down there, and there's like a little area that we like to call the hot pockets. It's a place you don't want to be, and you can see both of these players just not trying to be in that area at all. Oh, the counter rush! Oh, the counters! Okay.
Schkrimps wins that exchange just barely. He has a huge health lead now, though.
Yeah, electing to go for that counter rush is super risky because, like, if you do that counter rush, you might as well lose your rush and get damaged. So, really risky plays here from Schkrimps, but it really paid off for him.
Rush is extremely important in this game. If you whiff rush and your opponent has their own, that can easily turn the tide, even if you had the health lead for the entire match.
Yeah, and Schkrimps is doing a great job here to actually like stay away from these fun shocks. It's not really working that well for Tuturoopa right now. Schkrimps is also able to, you know, get Barq most of the time. So the, you know, Tuturoopa not having that mobility option there to jump on it. Like you see Barq just lying around there, not doing.
Barq is not helped at all. Like he keeps getting knocked down, and Tuturoopa just isn't able to play the way he wants to.
Now they're just doing some patty cakes here. Both players kind of recognizing that there's no time enough, and
Schkrimps gonna seal it off with that grab right there. Sitting on set point now.
Yeah, this is a tough spot for Tuturoopa, and as you said, if you lose one game, then you're already in danger. Now, okay.
Going back to his tried and true.
Yeah, this was the thing that was working pretty well on DNA Lab, actually. All right.
Schkrimps with that early rush has an early health lead.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
not going to be enough. Like, the Kablammer's just too slow. Schkrimps just moves around and cancels that, right? Just like that.
Helix is fantastic for maneuvering, can easily evade rushes if you don't commit yourself to a bad movement option.
Yeah, and we see Tuturoopa, like, he was trying to kind of force Schkrimps to be in that hot pocket, but Schkrimps, you know, understanding that that's Tuturoopa's game plan, moves out of that, and now he's, like, on the opposite end of the stage. Ooh, oh, the rush.
That rush.
Yeah, okay, doesn't get the second half, though, but 305 damage is good, and he's well in the lead right now.
Schkrimps has to do a lot of work here.
Yeah, he's fighting for his life right now. All right, Schkrimps trying to approach. Now you see Tuturoopa in this hot pocket. This is never a point where you want to be. It's like something that you subconsciously like get down to. Does successfully block this rush though. Almost breaks the arms.
We're seeing Schkrimps get really aggressive here. For the rest of the set, he's sort of been sitting back. Oh, he wanted to really seal that round off so that Tuturoopa wouldn't get his rush.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out. Now he's going into this final round with his own rush.
Yeah, I think it's important for Schkrimps not to get flustered right now because he had such a like convincing round and then it just flipped around. Now he has changed the clapback, which is something that he's pretty much known to play with most of the time.
He is the clapback Helix as far as I know. He always runs it.
Yeah, you know, clapback being one of those arms where, the only arm rather in the game where you can actually reflect the arm and make someone hit themselves with their own arm.
Yeah, if you punch with the clapback, your own punches get sent back to you.
Yeah, not with the Kablammer though, which is important to note. Like the Kablammer just falls straight off on the ground. Oh, yeah, Or maybe it's the shards versus unshards. I'm sorry. Anyways, we see Tuturoopa doing well here with the rush. It's looking convincing right now.
Yeah, Tuturoopa really doing a great job of bringing all of this back.
Whoa! Even cancels that one. Okay. Tuturoopa is really feeling it right now.
He is dominant.
Yeah.
One hit is all he needs, and he'll seal this.
Yeah, yeah, and he does. All right, we got a game on our hands, like 1-1 right now. And it's difficult, like with both of these characters, since they're so unusual in just, you know, tournaments in general. It's hard for anyone to say. I'd say that it's just like, what stage would they want to go to, you know? Because we've seen so many players going with Max Brass or Springman or, you know, Coil and Twintel. We're used to seeing those characters so much, so we pretty much like learned all of the stages that are good and bad for them. But with these two characters, it's like I feel that they're kind of not equal, but they want the same thing, you know?
Yeah, both players really zony, and the same maps would really benefit them, so no one really has an advantage going into anything.
Yeah, so it's pretty much is literally anyone's game right now. And, you know, as it's a 1-1 as well.
This is going to be the final match, I believe, yeah?
Yeah,
1-1.
definitely.
I can count.
Yeah, nice going. It's early in the morning for us, if for anyone at home. Like we literally went up. We've been playing games all night, and it's just like this is one of the few chances where we get to do this. So we're just like taking all the time that we can to just play as much as we can.
I'm happy to do it.
Yeah,
Sleep is not important.
No, I mean, okay, it's a bit important, but okay. All right.
Well, we're seeing Via Dulce for the second time. Via Dulce is very frequently banned in my experience, but that might be because I'm Max Brass.
Yeah, it's not something you want to never want to face a Max Brass on. But yeah, as we've said, like we don't know. Like this is pretty much equal for in terms of stage picks. Both players kind of wanting to get in each other's face here now. But Schkrimps is like really oppressive right now with the Tri-Blast and Clapback. I think this is the oh my God, he's just predicting everything right now.
Now that I'm seeing Schkrimps play, I think he has a definitive benefit of Via Dulce because these tight corners combined with the clapback, like the arm combo Schkrimps is using, very hard to deal with when you're up against the wall, and we're seeing it right now.
Yeah, and the rush trade was amazing. You know, Schkrimps is not letting up at all this round. He's just like...
He's playing fantastically. Like, this is a very fine aggro style he's employing right now.
And it's not going to be enough. It sort of looked like Tuturoopa was he was kind of adapting there in the last seconds. So it's like it's all about if he can like make this work in the second round now. So like if he got some download now, maybe this is the time to show it.
We see Tuturoopa is really at home when he's on top of that dog, just jumping up and down.
Yeah, both of these like characters are so vertical, so they're just like facing each other at the top, like in tower mode and jumping mode there. Oh, that was interesting.
Oh,
risky.
Very nearly gets that clap back to save him.
Risky plays from Schkrimps there, trying to cancel that rush by going around it, but the Kablammers, you know, the range of that explosion is just too big.
It's a very large arm when you're rushing, for sure.
Yeah.
Schkrimps getting really aggressive now that he has rush and lands it.
Yeah. Yes, a
370.
370, pretty solid. Oh, so close. Like those explosions, it doesn't matter. Are they exploding behind you or in front of you? It doesn't matter. He's just going to get that damage anyway.
He just throws out that Tri-Blast when he's shielding, then throws out the clapback. Just constant hurt boxes around Tuturoopa.
Constant pressure. Now, going back a bit, Schkrimps realizing that he doesn't have the rush available, so he doesn't want to get rushed now. This is good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Tuturoopa catching Schkrimps on the end lag of that jump. And, you know, with Helix players, that jump, the dash jump of Helix is just like, that's the golden moment, you know. You want to catch the Helix off guard there.
It's really the one opportunity you have to punish Helixes because they're so evasive that jump, when they can't do anything out of it, that's the one opportunity you have to get.
Oh, nice grab. It's one of the few grabs, actually, in this match, I've noticed.
This has not been a very grabby set at all.
Yeah, I mean, Helix, as you pointed out, like, Helix is not a character that is easy to grab just because the animations are so weird compared to the other characters that it's really hard to recognize when you can grab. Gets Barq blocking that, taking one for the president here. Just going like not allowing Schkrimps to get that 300+ damage that he wanted.
Schkrimps does have that. Okay, no, he still has the health lead, but Tuturoopa does have that rush, which can, again, easily turn the tide.
Yeah, this could be it. This might as well kill. Yeah, it does. Tuturoopa finishing it off in literally and figuratively very explosive manner. That was sick.
That was a fantastic set. Players hugging it out at the end there.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's at this